age of home videos that were limited in intelligence, there was brain drain, and terminal boredom swept the countryside. The maker looked down and was not pleased by what he saw. He said, "This is not good." And so it was. He brought forth Genesis, a system with twice the power, twice the intelligence, twice the challenge, twice the fun. Only a chosen few were called forth to experience this new dimension of high-definition graphics and stereo sound. And the maker saw what he had done and said, "Now that's not bad. Discover Genesis, and your world will never be the same."
What's the hottest 16-bit video game system with true arcade games, great graphics, real challenge, stereo sound, and the hottest library too, with games like Altered Beast, Golden Axe, Super Hang-On, Forgotten Worlds, Space Harrier 2, Revenge of Shinobi, Tommy Lasorda Baseball, Buxton, Last Battle, Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf, Super Thunderblade, Zoom, Thunder Force 2, Ghouls and Ghosts, Mystic Defender, Rambo 3, and more. Genesis from Sega. Genesis, the new generation in video games.
Who does the first ever 8-meg game, the ultimate in gameplay, voted Game of the Year? Who does the third generation of the hot arcade hit Shinobi and lifelike 16-bit graphics? Does. Who gives you 2 stereo speakers free so you hear the great stereo sound of Genesis? Just buy any 3 Sega Genesis brand games before March and get 2 stereo speakers free.
Dave Whitney wanted the real arcade games at home, so he got them. Mike Rogers wanted them too, but he got a Genesis system by Sega. Why? Check it out. Arcade screen left. Dave Whitney wanted the real arcade games at home, so he got them. Mike Rogers
And
home.
Baseball is my life. Gotta start Oz. Hot hitter.
Game time, Tommy.
I'm on my way. Hit away.
Bases loaded, Tommy. What do we do?
Bunt. Shift over. Dead full hitter. Double play. What a game. And even my friend Arnie's got a great game. And I get a kick out of soccer and new basketball.
Game's over, Tommy.
Ain't over till it's over. Genesis by Sega. It's a whole new ball game.
Genesis brings you the dazzling powers of the Mystic Warriors, the Ninja, in Revenge of Shinobi. And 16-bit arcade racing action with Super Monaco Grand Prix. 16-bit arcade combat, skills, strategy, reflex, and rivalry. Experience the ninja magic of Revenge of Shinobi and the exhilarating rush of Super Monaco Grand Prix for the Genesis system. Sega Genesis brings the arcade experience home. Genesis system and game sold. Genesis.
Welcome in early to all of you Scanline heroes. This one's for you, and if I flip it around, you'll see I'm honoring the lineage of the heroes and the medieval times in which we celebrate. Hello.
Hello. Me and my hot drink, that's all.
Good morning, Foxy.
Good morning. Oh my god.
Good morning, Cosmic.
I wish.
RVK. Hello, hello. Good morning, Gracie. I know she's watching in the living of the room.
Very nice.
I know you guys are lurking, so I'm going to call you out. Good morning, Knocker and Zucchero and Lexi. And Coach and Chill and RVK, you're not lurking, but TJ is. Hello.
All the lurkers? Oh,
yes.
Wow.
And also a new lurker that somebody translate this. You ready? Google Translate. hello to 010101010101011101, who has been a Twitch user since August 10th,
Hey, Knocker.
2023. Welcome to Twitch. Obviously, you're a bot, but hello.
It was not my call at all, Knocker.
Yes. No, that was me. So, hello, everybody.
Hello.
I also am a huge lurker, so I get it. I totally get it. Foxy, welcome. Hello.
Welcome. Hope
I
you had a good week. Hope you all had a good week.
I've had an okay week. Now we have to address the Atari in the room, and that is that we are starting an hour early. While that is nice for RVK because it is he struggles to stay awake. It is an hour early for people where it's currently the middle of the day for them. Like,
yeah, that's
knocker
true.
crazy. You know, instead of starting at 4 p.m., we're starting at 3 p.m., and he might be like, I wanted to go out. But
I'm looking at like my one window and I see light, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not used to the light being in the window right now. So
now, Zucchero, I think you would be used to that by now because you I don't know if you're a troll or
really
if you just
ones.
have the worst taste.
Wow, no.
I mean, in my opinion, it's just one man's opinion, and
and that's why we have a reviewers roundtable for talking about each other's opinion. Which this week we're going to be talking about Chiki Chik Boys on the Genesis, which is a game we've played through Challengers Arena already. So now we're going to play through. We're going to talk about it, review it. We'll see how you guys feel about it. So
yes.
And speaking of Challengers Arena, we had a bunch of people playing Wrecking Crew this week. So we're going to be talking about the game Wrecking Crew and how much I think you and I didn't really care for it that much, but a lot of people did. A lot of people really competed back and forth. So
now what's interesting about Wrecking Crew is
I look at the redeem and I'm like, oh boy.
I just saw that too. Sonic Labyrinth
like
Time
that
Attack mode on Game Gear. Okay.
I like the game. But wow, like I didn't expect to see that there.
yeah. Now, what's funny though is we had Wrecking Crew, and like that's where like Mario and Luigi. That's where they first worked. They were in the Wrecking Crew. And it was funny to be like, to see so many people in the comments on the Discord being like, why does it look like Mario? And it's like, this is it, man. This is where Mario was.
Didn't they have different names though at the time too? Like
yeah, their names were Mario and Luigi.
Oh, their names were Mario and Luigi. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they had different names in Wrecking Crew, but
yeah, they were Mario and Luigi instead of Mario and Luigi.
Oh, okay. That's a little different. Just a little.
Yeah. Now, what's weird though is that Mario can't jump in it, so it's like it seems like it's not really the real guy.
It is kind of weird, but we'll definitely be going over that when we get over to the Challengers Arena. For sure. But
did you notice though the Wrecking Crew references in the new Mario movie that are littered in the first half of the movie?
All the Easter eggs all over the Mario movie.
Well, sure, but like they worked for Wrecking Crew services, and like it was very blatant. They had jackets and stuff, and so it was just it's kind of weird that people were like, oh man, Wrecking Crew, and it's like, well, damn, you guys see that movie? Because that movie made all the money.
And now it's like, oh, but now we want to go play Wrecking Crew, and so they play it. They're like, disappointed.
I mean, that's like Pong of today.
But the Wrecking Crew was one was very obvious. I agree.
Yeah, let's go check it out though, shall we?
Sounds good.
All right. Boom. Hello.
Boom, boom,
Hello.
boom, 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 boom. Okay.
There we are.
We are here.
So, that's the wrong thing, huh? So we're supposed to have this thing up. Yeah, I wanted to look it up to make sure. You know how
I got Mario 2. I was testing sound earlier, and I had Mario 2 up, so.
Yeah. Well, we had Wrecking Crew this week, and Kate Filth came in and cleaned house with 129,000.
Craziness.
Yeah, Zakaru took 109,000.
We had two people that are normally not within there. They actually were just like, bam, we're gonna finally join you guys.
We're gonna do it. Yeah, but Cosmic is still on top.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have officially added last month's monthly melee points.
Yes.
So they're all affected by last month's monthly melee points. Now, which that actually puts us at a 3-way tie for first place now. So
there can be only one.
Those little points, you never know. They could matter. Cosmic was in the lead, but Knocker got a point. I got 2 points, and in that sense, I was able to get myself back up there. And you never know.
Yeah. So you, Knocker, and Cosmic coming in at 8 points. Myself, RVK, coming in at 7.
Yep.
Right on your tails.
Oh yeah.
Baron at 5. He's pulling in strong. Saiyan still looking good at 4th place. 3 with Kate coming in strong. Zakuro coming in hot with 3. And Sparky, his first weekend, he always enjoys them. He came in with 3, with 1 point for participation this week.
We've already got a few points in for the monthly melee to get those in. So
yes, get those.
I've already got my 2 in, so I figure I'm going to be adding 2 points to mine right now.
Well, if I haven't seen Kate Filth yet, if he does not show, we will let. Or he is here though, so I blew up his spot. So we're gonna look at the picker wheel. If you participated this week, you can use the 1 point redemption and give us up to 2 games. If you did not participate, you can use the 450 point wheel space. What's up, brother? Congratulations on winning. We're going to spin the wheel
for first place. Yes.
4 times. You're going to get to veto once. If you would have beaten the score, if first place beats the score of second place by doubling it, they get to veto 2 games. So you get to veto 1 because he was hot on your heels. Yep. But we're gonna give you guys a minute to.
I'll actually start working on the poll right now while we right before we do this though.
Yeah,
so.
nice.
If you guys had participated, you know what? Feel free to give us your ideas what we should add to the wheel. If you want to add any games to the wheel, this thing's pretty bloated as it is. Just gonna let you know.
Now we are adding Sonic Labyrinth. Time attack mode on the Game Gear for Zakuro. All right.
Yeah.
Let me take off Wrecking Crew because we got that one on. Enable all inputs. Okay. So we are good to go there.
Yes.
Joe and Mac Returns. That's a Genesis game, right?
Wow. Yeah, I think it was in Super Nintendo also, wasn't it?
Was
or
it?
Which one are we talking about? Let's see.
Super Mario Brothers 3 has been played, I think.
Time attack for a game where Sonic goes slow.
Yes.
Yep.
Knocker called it. Nice.
Yep.
So yeah, Joe and Mac Returns. Yeah, well, let us know which system. I swear there was something in my head. I was like, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do it, but it didn't. I can't think of what it is.
Okay.
So
you got an arcade game going on.
Remember, everyone that's here, we do have the poll going. We're gonna keep it up for like a month, and every week we'll adjust to whatever it says. Because Foxy and I are fluid like that. That's why we're starting early, is because it says, hey, you guys, start early today. So we are starting early today. That poll looks like this, if I can make this work. Bam. That poll looks like this, is the results. So
a lot of people that want it to stay the same. So.
yeah. So, just let us know, because right now one person's vote made the difference of why we started early today. So
Crazy.
Yeah, keep the votes rolling in. I think you can only vote once per your IP address, so if you got a VPN, you could blow that shit up. I shouldn't be telling you how to cheat, but no one's an idiot here, so. Is there a Super Mario Brothers 3 on the wheel? I don't fuck. How can you find out? You can go to tinyurl.com/SLHS.
Yep, I think we actually already did it once, I believe.
Yep, I'm pretty sure we did. Let's look it up. Super Mario Brothers 3 One Life Challenge, the Nestor
we have 3
Ticket
lives.
Home.
Yep, and we have 3 lives on there already for a thing. So,
yeah,
Zakro, yes.
You see how easy that is to use? And then we also have this CA wheel thing that, he's been so diligent about keeping up to date. And thank you to Zakaro and thank you to Cosmic, who have been helping us with things on the side.
Hi, Mickey.
We really appreciate
Welcome
it.
in.
Ciao. But also, yeah, you got to delete some stuff. I don't know if you did or not, but I assume you didn't because you were like, wow, wow. So, so I assume you got to delete some stuff. But yeah, and then we took off some games because we didn't know. Although we took off James Pond, but I think we all know who put James Pond on. We just wanted to take it off because it's James Pond. Although I think the first one is quite a solid game. Anywho, with that being said, you want to spin this wheel?
Let's spin this wheel and see what we get.
All right. Spin number 1 gives us hopefully not Transformers Famicom. Mystery of the Convoy. Excuse me. Crew Ball. I'll reshuffle. I mean, I hit shuffle like a billion times, right? We talking about no shuffle, you know.
Now, our rule for this month is we cannot use the same genre of game.
Yeah.
So Wrecking Crew is what? Arcade platformer?
We're gonna go with straight up arcade. Let's just go straight up arcade. So yeah, platforming, arcade. We'll figure it out if something comes up.
Ushihime.
Sama.
I'll start working on the poll for this.
All right. Thirdly, and we're going to pull up videos so you guys know what these games even look like. Caliber 50. Oh man, he's gonna be like, get rid of that one. And you shouldn't, Kate Filth, because it's a good game, in my opinion. It's got my name on it. That's like a seal of approval.
Caliber 50.
If you see this on anything, you should not buy it. That should be a sign to leave. Oh my god. This is like 2 weeks in a row this game came up, right? Didn't this just come up within the past month?
Shoot, I'm putting up the poll. I can't see it.
Shoot. It's Knockers Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's look at all these games and see what they are and are not. In backwards order. Marvel vs. Capcom in the arcade. What you get to do is you get to choose one game to veto, and then we are going to put up a game with a poll with the 3 games remaining, and everyone will vote. In this one, you choose 2 characters. Oh my god, what? I said, in this game, you choose 2 characters from the list of characters presented. Chun-Li, Ryu, Zangief, Morgan, the guy in the middle, Captain Commando,
What is Crew
Boy.
What's Cruise Ball?
Crew Ball. It's
Ball?
Genesis. Genesis. Okay. Strider, Spidey, Jin from the robot game Cyber Fighters or whatever it's called. Captain America. Anyway, the rest of those people you all know. You get to pick them, and then you get an assist, and you choose 2 people. It's a fighting game. You fight. It's a game.
All right. So, what game is Kate Filth? With you being here, what game would you like to veto of these 4? We will vote on the other 3.
I mean, he might have to see them all first, which I understand. But if you know, when you know, you let us know, and we'll be like, word. You know what I'm saying? Crew Ball is Motley Crue Pinball. So.
Okay. Interesting.
We're good there, right?
Yeah,
Caliber
we're good.
50 is basically like Ikari Warriors. Oh god, I want to click that. Apparently, it's a Spanish band, also. But you push A and C to rotate your character shooting. You can kill chickens. You can fly planes. You can do all sorts of things. It's got a pretty kicking soundtrack.
Yeah.
It does have a kicking soundtrack though. But we did this game as a reviewer game. Yes, exactly. And then lastly, Mushihime Sama. What am I doing? I'm not even clicking things. Mushihime.
Mushihime Sama.
Yeah. Which game would you like to veto?
Yep.
What's up, Puppet Love Twins? I love that name. You and me.
Welcome in, Puppet.
How's it going? Seeing as it's not your first time here, welcome back. Sorry. I don't recognize your name, but I love it. So which game would you like to get rid of, Kate Phillips?
Please choose a game.
Feline Draco Soul. Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha,
Bushi
gotcha.
is being taken out. Okay, so guys, your
Caliber
choices...
50. Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, your choices are Caliber 50, Crew Ball, or Marvel vs. Capcom. You guys have. Should we give them 3 minutes or 5 minutes? 3 minutes.
You get 3 minutes. We're gonna play Motley Crue Ball.
All right.
So yeah, choose which game you would like, and we will look at that game as our high score challenge game for this week. It's Grace. Let's see what she says. Must be something important because we're streaming and she's watching.
Draco.
And she's like, she didn't say it to me in the stream, so she must want it to be private.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We are doing fine here, Feline. Welcome in.
No, go ahead.
Oh, nothing.
Okay, Gracie.
Interesting choices here.
Crew Ball.
Right now we've got one for Crew Ball and one for Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, Caliber 50. Got none right now.
I don't know why. Oh, we got 2 for each now. Crew Ball
now,
and
remember,
Marvel vs. Capcom.
If it's a tie, we flip a coin.
Yep, we did that last week, didn't we? Or the week prior.
Oh.
Yeah, we keep getting ties, guys. Hey, we got one for Caliber 50. There
Ties,
we go.
Guys. Oh. So.
2. Okay, we got 4 for 5 for Crew Ball now.
Crew Ball is kicking it. What's up,
Crew
Ken?
Ball's taking it right now. Hey, Ken.
I am enjoying and excited about what the 80s Bros are cooking up. Tune in tomorrow. For the 80s Bros are in purgatory. Who killed the 80s Bros? We're trying to find out. Saiyans on Tuesdays, question mark. Wednesdays, meet up. Thursdays, something else. Fridays.
Must have been a really bad game that took them out. What really bad game did you guys give them for taking them out? I don't know.
Well, in Purgatory, they played only James Pond games, so there was that.
That's true.
Yeah. Right now, Crew Ball up with 5 votes.
Yes.
Ooh, but Marvel Capcom with 3 votes. Which you're seeing now.
Yes.
Also, our winners, so check out Kate Filth does stream. Check out our friend Kate Filth. It was gaming heaven, says Wolfie. Charging Star. What is... Oh, I was like, what is it showing right now? It's showing Kate Filth, obviously.
Tetris game. You're welcome.
And Crew Ball still up. 6-3.
Yeah, I think Crew Ball's going to take it.
votes.
I need to pull up Crew Ball then and see what this is all about.
I feel like more people voted than participate in the challenge.
Maybe the other half that doesn't win decides not to. I don't know.
I don't know, but I got the game all I got the ROM, so I'll put it in.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and load this up on my end.
All right, I'm putting it in right now. Strider Hill wins.
Crew Ball, heavy metal pinball.
Crew Ball, heavy metal pinball.
It's an EA game.
Can you sing any Motley Crue song?
Nope.
All right, chat. Give us a Motley Crue song. Let's see if we know it. Crew Ball. Oh, I can't believe I have it. I'm a little upset I have this game.
You're upset that you have this game?
No, I mean, I don't own it, but, you know, I have it.
Ah.
Like, in my lexicon of games. God, it sounds terrible. Is it just me, or does it sound terrible?
It sounds terrible. It's got that gems sound that is really awful.
Does gems mean ass?
For the most part.
All right,
so it was a built-in sound to help companies with
that couldn't program sound.
Yeah, basically.
So
that's
left
EA.
left paddle is going to be your left D-pad. Right D-pad is the C button. In fact, anything on the D-pad is the left paddle.
Yep.
B bumps up.
B or C does the right side. So.
Oh, B bumps for me. Only C does the right side for me.
They both seem to bump for me.
What does your paddle then?
Huh? They paddle and bump at the same time. Yeah, they do both.
Okay, my B bumps, my C is the right paddle.
Weird.
I mean, which one is weird? I don't know. Saying's not even here.
Nope. And we got a pinball game, guys. This is our high score game of the week.
I'm at 59. What are you at?
I'm at 345,000 right now.
Shut up.
No, I am. Wait, Foxy for both? Wait, what? Say a 90s thing. Oh my gosh, say an 80s thing and a 90s thing. All right. I'll say an 80s thing and a 90s thing for you. Oh boy. 80s thing. Let me think about it.
It's hard when you're put on the spot. Watch this. Name a woman.
Name a woman?
Name a woman. Go. Name a woman.
Sigourney Weaver.
All right, name a man.
Tom Cruise.
Name a child.
I don't know.
You don't know any children in your life at all?
Well, I'm Basil, my cousin's kid.
Oh, okay. All right, say an 80s thing.
Say an 80s thing. Okay. Let's see.
Oh man, you're dying right now. You are floundering.
I'm floundering. I'm bad at these.
You're like a fish out of water, man. We might as well call you Wanda.
Wow.
You're yeah, you're not
I'm not an 80s thing. I don't know. Who are you gonna call?
There you go. I'm gonna call Foxy.
Who are you gonna call? There we go.
And what about the 90s?
90s?
Oh my god. I just instantly lost my third ball.
I'm in some kind of bonus game right now.
How?
I don't know. I'm just playing.
And this was brought to you by Just Saying. Saying 199.
Okay.
Just saying.
Just saying.
So what's your 90s thing, man? You're stalling.
There
should be a penalty for how long you stall.
That's no good. It's a Sonic thing.
Is it a Sonic thing?
It is.
Lexi, can you verify? Is that a Sonic thing?
She's not there.
Oh, she's just...
Stop calling out lurkers.
Ooh, there's a higher level than this. Did you know that? I didn't know there's a higher level than this.
I think there is, yeah. I think I knew that. I don't know.
So what is it from?
Yeah.
It's a Sonic thing. What Sonic thing? You don't know what Sonic thing?
Oh, that's no good. That's from the Sonic Says. They're like these PSAs at the end of every episode.
Oh god. Oh god. The only good PSA is
See, knock her nose. It is a Sonic thing.
Lexi is relaxed.
Yep.
I am. So what's your score at?
1.1 million.
It's free.
I don't stop. Don't stop believing. Is that 70s or 80s?
70s?
I think so. Hold on to that feeling.
I don't have feelings anymore.
I do.
I don't. What's that like?
It's hurtful
Is it a
sometimes.
Banger?
No. It gets in the way of a lot of stuff. A lot of times, it really does.
Jump ramp. How do you have 1 million points? That's ridiculous. I'm on my last ball. I'm on 600.
I have 1.4 million right now.
Really rubbing in that game over.
Oh, we got a warp.
It just restarts on you. It's not even a scoreboard. It's just like... Is it even playing Motley Crue music or what? It's just
when you get to the bonus stage, I think it does.
I mean, I don't know Motley Crue. What are their songs? I didn't listen to a lot of hair metal at all. I was never a hair metal guy. I mean, to be honest, I lost my hair at like 22, 21.
For a long time. I can't tell you.
I mean, I feel like I would know Motley Crue if I heard Motley Crue. I just don't know any songs. Boink. Boink.
I got some kind of special.
So you can have up to 4 players in this game. You can demo some music.
Ooh.
It's not a very exciting table.
Huh?
The table is not a very exciting table.
I got a lot going on. There's a lot going on mine. Ooh, I get to fight the boss.
Yeah, I can't even get up there.
Yeah, but I went to like a bonus side stage, like skeletons and stuff. Oh, here we go.
Just rub it in.
Bonus stage again.
This guy.
Yep, same bonus stage.
This guy.
Oh yeah.
What's that guy's name?
No idea.
I know. Is anybody up here a Motley Crue fan? I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I just don't know.
Zombie killing.
I just don't know. So what tips do you have for people as you're playing this game?
Ugh. Just hit everything you can. I don't know. That's about as much as I can think of. Just... Right now, I got a bunch of zombies coming at me, or skeletons. I'm just hitting all of them, and...
Hit everything you can. This guy never worked for Nintendo Power.
Yeah, my dad owned Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah?
That was before the internet, though, so you couldn't
Oh, yeah, way
that.
before the internet.
Yeah. Cannot be verified.
Wow. My bonus this time compared to last time is really good.
Oh, is it better?
Oh my god.
Good. I'm already down 2 balls.
Ah!
4,000.
Alright, bonus ball 2. Gee. Oh, I cannot wait to see this.
I'm not even going to post a score this week.
Oh, post a score.
We should give bonus points for the lowest score.
53 hits at 25k apiece? Holy cow! 3.2 million.
Make me sick.
I can't believe I got actually a pretty decent score going on right now.
Oh, do you have a pretty decent score going on right now? And what do you got? Like, what are you on your first ball?
Yeah, I haven't lost the ball yet. $3.2 million. I'm at 3.2 million right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we see. So I just learned from watching Foxy's screen, apparently if you just press left and right really quick, it'll push the ball back up.
Yeah. A little bit.
But he said just hit everything. He's not trying to share those secrets with you.
I'm playing like I would like any other pinball machine. That's all I'm doing. If one flipper doesn't work, hit it with the other flipper.
It is that simple, huh? All right, Gracie, I love you. If you want to bring home Taco Bell, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Oh, after battle pinball? Yeah, I'm totally practiced up for pinball.
That's what it is. You guys chose wrong. Hope you all see how wrong you chose.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
No, there was one time it almost fell, and all I did was tilt it like 3 times, and I got myself back up. How? How does that work? This game is broken. It's so broken.
He's playing with cheats.
I'm playing with how the game is set up.
He's playing with cheats. I'm calling it. He's gonna have to get behind a podium and apologize.
Nope.
I'm ashamed for my family and myself.
Oh my god, I'm getting the ramp ready. Do it again.
This freak.
Okay, and I gotta hit the jump ramp again.
Oh, I find. Oh no, man, it's down.
I don't know how this game doesn't end for me.
Oh, do you not know how it ends for you? You don't know how you're so good that it doesn't end for you, Foxy? You don't know how you're so good?
Yes.
That's amazing. So humble. He's so humble. He makes, he's like the Kembe Mutombo after a big stumble with a big pot of gumbo.
Oh my god, gumbo sounds so good right now.
He's so humble.
Nobody's gonna play this game this week.
And it's okay to be humble because he's not Knocker, who was the year 2 champion for the Challengers Arena.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're not Knocker. So it's okay that you're humble because you don't have anything to brag about since you're not the year 2 champion.
Oh, that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
I haven't won a single game this quarter yet. Maybe this will be my first.
I can't even break 1,000,000 points. What are you at? 37,467,000.
4.2 million.
Yeah.
And before I'm playing this ball all week. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten a bonus stage. I'm 7 balls down. He's still on his first ball.
It's crazy.
Oh, is it? No, you're doing amazing.
I've never done this amazing with just in pinball. You guys have seen me fail at battle pinball all the time. This never happens for me at all, ever.
Do you have a glow?
Huh?
Do you have the glow? Your body knows when you got the glow. No?
I don't got the glow.
No. You'll get it.
The brag about is that during the competition, I beat RBK at a shmup. That's great. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum.
Yay, I broke 1,000,000.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh my god, when you touch this electrical thing, it just racks the points up. You just kind of sit on it. Oh my god. And bonus again.
I was always taught not to whiz on the electric fence.
How is this happening? How is this happening?
I do find there are long periods where you don't touch the paddles.
Where it kind of does its own thing, yeah. It does seem that way.
He's been to the bonus stage like 7 times.
This is my 3rd time.
I haven't been to it once. I'm on my 4th game over.
Well, first you have to activate the blocks in the middle and break all the blocks, and then you light up everything underneath where the blocks were. And then the letters appear on the side, jump ramp. You hit those letters, and then you get the ramp, and then you can go into the ramp to the bonus stage.
Oh. RBK's at 2,776,000, which I know
Nice.
you got that beat.
Barely.
Let me, Let me see if I can do this, because
Barely.
you're crushing my game. So let's bring yours up.
I got the sound up too. So I should have the sound up.
Yeah, I'm playing
Yeah.
your sound.
Okay. All right, we are at 6.1 million now.
This guy, huh, everybody? A video game master.
No.
What's
getting really
everybody
lucky.
think? Does everybody think Foxy's a video game master or no? What do you guys
Hydrate.
think?
It says to hydrate.
I'll go ahead and hydrate. Give me a second. Oh, you got time because you're so good.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
This guy.
I don't want to be a master of this game.
Yeah, little did any of us know.
I've been practicing this game for months.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yep, guys. You didn't realize it. Okay.
Mistakes were made today, everybody.
I suck at Chiki Chik boys. Wow. Yeah, you have to attack me somewhere, Cosmic.
Got him. Is that a got him?
That's a got him.
Got him.
I didn't see anything pop up for this game, so I would say 0, Zakuro.
I'll look it up for you real quick.
What he's talking about is retro achievements. Much of us are a part of that. Basically playing modern games with achievements. Or not, retro games with achievements. That's exactly what the site's called. You can play Mario, Kirby, old Zelda, everything. And they all have different objectives, like beat it without the sword, or have 9 lives, or so on and so forth. And yeah.
There is no crew ball, but on Game Boy there is Pinball Revenge of the Gator, which has a single redemption achievement called Cruel Alligator Thesis.
Interesting.
Pretty amazing.
I lost my first ball.
Lost his first.
One extra ball. I get to shoot again, huh?
Wow! Wow.
Yeah. That was my first loss. Wow. I'll never get this again. Never get this again.
I mean, I don't think you need to. All you need is once.
You getting fried by this game? It's pinball.
I mean, you are crushing it, though.
There are 2 pinball games I currently play right now. One is Battle Pinball, and the other one is called Ryukentai Pinball for the Sega Saturn. So, that's pretty much the most what I do for pinball.
I mean, it has one table.
Yeah. It only has one table. Alright. Gotta light that up. More?
It has 3 songs: Live Wire, Dr. Feelgood, and Home Sweet Home.
That's all it has? Wow. Do a barrel roll, Foxy. I'm going to be doing a barrel roll on Tuesday.
Hey, that is my line.
All right, we've almost got the ramp again, guys. Almost there.
And don't forget, if you haven't already, vote in the poll for what time we should be starting this show so that you can get the most entertainment value out of it.
Yeah, we started an hour earlier today, guys. See, that whole hour is... we did a whole hour earlier so that we could, you know, do this whole run for an hour. Right?
We started early so that he could play pinball for the extra hour, is what he's trying to say. He's trying to say we started early so he could play pinball for an hour.
Yep, so you guys get an extra hour of pinball here.
Make popcorn, kick back, hang out. So, you spelled banger.
Yep, I got the J. I'm trying to get that J in the corner up there.
And then you're going to get an entrance to a secret.
If I can get the J, that J will not get hit. No. I can't get anywhere. I'm stuck.
I mean, he's crushing it right now. There's no doubt about that. Things are being crushed.
They are. If we need to move on to the review game, we can move on to the review game and leave this high and dry.
What do you mean? You're going to give it up?
No, I'm not going to give it up. I'll just pause it and keep going later.
That's impressive.
There's the J.
Oh, look at that. It did. It opened up. I never had that open for me. Not a single singular solitary time.
It's our fourth time. Let's see, if it rests on the electricity there, then, there we go.
Look at him. He just did his hair up and everything. He was like, I'm so good at this game.
Well, that gives me a little bit of a break.
Gives him a little bit of a break.
All right, bonus time again.
You guys see what you're against. How does this bonus game work for those of us that have not been here? Are you hitting anything?
There's skeletons that are coming in. You have to hit the skeletons before they hit the edge of the map, or when you lose the ball, you get 3 balls altogether.
Okay, and all you're doing is moving the D-pad?
Yep, you get 25,000 points. Yep, and I can hit B to move the flippers too.
Okay.
You get 25,000 per skeleton you kill. So that's all you get.
Wow. That's
yeah,
impressive.
like I said, if we want to move on to the review game, we are well past that time.
I mean, how many balls you got left?
3.
We'll be back in just a few minutes after these messages.
Sounds good.
About a video game system.
I'm not going to save state, but I'll leave it up. I'll play it a little later.
Brings you the 16-bit arcade challenge with Ghostbusters. 16-bit thrills in ghouls and ghosts. And 16-bit arcade action with Forgotten Worlds. Gruesome ghosts, ferocious foes, battles of power, of magic and might. Ghouls and ghosts, Ghostbusters and Forgotten Worlds are for the Genesis system. Sega Genesis brings the arcade experience home. Game sold separate.
Genesis does.
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free. What Nintendo? Buy a 16-bit Genesis system between now and October 31st and get an extra game free.
It's the Sega Summer Sizzle. Buy a Sega Genesis system before July 1st and get a free powered base converter. It lets you play over 120 Sega Master and Genesis games. You also get an extra Genesis game or 2 Sega Master games, up to an $80 value, free. Wait, you already own a Genesis system? Buy 2 Genesis games and choose either the Power Base Converter, a 3rd Genesis game, or 2 Sega Master games. Free! It's summer, dudes. And this is hot.
Yo, it's Sega's Toe Jam and Earl. The hippiness, hoppiness party that's kicking around the world. Giving it to you like it. Toe Jam and Earl is so funky, it'll make you scream like nothing ever before. Genesis is so much more. Toe Jam and Earl. 2 homeboys can play a different gig every time. Go get your one and you'll be in the hell. You gotta get it. It's a whole lot more.
What the heck was that? Forgot what I was gonna say.
Welcome to the next level.
Planet Earth, a scientist creates the ultimate machine.
At last!
A machine that will give him the power to journey into the mega world. With thousands of colors, 16-bit graphic technology, and 10-channel mega stereo sound. The most advanced video game system in the universe.
Yes!
Mega Drive from Sega.
Hi, Dad.
Where you been?
Jeff's house. New Genesis game. Kid Chameleon. 100 levels. 1,800 screens. Longest I've ever played.
That's good, son.
Every time I changed helmets, I was someone else.
That's nice, dear.
Skycutter, Cyclops, Juggernaut. I kept transforming.
Everybody's saying.
Can't. Later, Mom.
What's with him?
He's just having an identity crisis.
New Kid Chameleon, the multiple personality game, only on Sega Genesis.
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too. This free Sonic 2 is a $54.99 value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun. And pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free.
Act now. Wiener Dog sweaters sold separately.
Young Bobby Angles has a problem. He needs to earn the respect of his peers.
Oh yeah! Let me tell you something about life! You gotta take it by the horns! And take those horns and put it up someone's butt!
What is this, my first shooter? Have they never made another shooter?
No. Blabbity, 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 blabbity. All right, 1, 2, 3. Blabbity, 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 blah, blah.
Gonna blow your eardrums. My singing is crap.
Blah, blabbity, 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 blah, blah.
Go up the hill, you stupid hedgehog! Tails can do it!
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
There's trouble, you call DW.
Who?
Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
I may not
Earthbound.
be a smart man, but I know what love is.
Oh. Whatever. That was worth it.
Sven! Put the present down, that's not yours! Why is he from Jersey?
We did it!
That's it? You did it with one man and half of a life left?
That's right, Loki has gone down. Arthur used his magic weapon to finally destroy Loki.
God, no! Yeah!
Alright, everybody.
Shuffle?
Let's shuffle.
I'm freaking racing, I'm freaking rad. Yeah, I'm rad! Can you look how rad I am?
I'm so happy about my new headset and clip-on mic. It's so much more comfortable.
Sounds nice today. I like it.
Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I'll be back to streaming soon. I just gotta get some things together and then I'll be ready.
Awesome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Reviewers Roundtable, where we take a book club approach to video games. And,
Yes.
And we are going to talk about none other than the Visco developed, Sega produced, or Sega published Chiki Chik Boys. Now,
otherwise known as Mega Twins in the arcade.
That's right. That's right. Chris
And
Scullion,
Capcom.
in the unofficial guide to the Genesis, says this hidden gem was originally released in arcades by Capcom in 1990, before being ported to the Mega Drive 2 years later, 92, as well as a bunch of other systems, home computers, and various likes under the name Mega Twins. The kingdom of Aloria is under attack by creatures from Monster Palace. It's up to a pair of unnamed twins, which you get to name. One wearing a blue mask, one wearing a red. They head out with swords to save the day. It's a chunky character kind of game. Entertaining boss fights, a wide selection of stages, including some that have you swimming and flying. The blue twin has a more powerful sword, while the red has a better magic attack. Now, what's interesting, and this would be the true challenge I suppose I would pose to guys like Cosmic and Baron and Foxy here, is this part. The arcade version is a 2-player co-op game.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Where this is a single-player game. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Cosmic Mercenary, who chose this game as the Reviewers Roundtable game, who will be playing it for us tonight. Welcome.
All right, I'll start it up.
Sounds good. Hello, everyone, welcome again to the Reviewers Roundtable. This is from what Slippy already talked about, we review this game. So if you guys have a review, or you guys want to post a review, feel free to drop that into the Twitch chat right now, or anytime during this time, I guess, so that we could check it out as a community and rate it in a certain way. We rate it on a scale of 5 stars, 0 being the worst thing you've ever played, 5 being the absolute best thing you've ever played, or one of the best things you've ever played. So yeah, you can rate it on a 5-star rating. We've got a few out there already, but yeah, we'll be talking about this game, then we'll read some in just a little bit. So, Cosmic, what was your motive for letting us play Chiki Chiki Boys?
I love this game.
Okay. He loves the game.
It's that simple. Sometimes it is that simple. I love this game.
Yeah.
I could give my review now if you want to hear it.
Sure.
Or talk about it or whatnot.
Yeah. You can talk about it right now. That sounds good.
The first place I seen this, I watched a speedrunner I used to watch a long time ago, and it's actually how I met Player's Guide.
Okay.
Through him.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Is that Oaz?
No, I met Oaz through him, actually.
Okay.
But Oaz is a part of Player's Guide.
Sure.
Yep.
But I think this game's great. It's got I don't know. I'll give the like thing where you like do the ranking on each of the things.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want us to guide you through it, or do you just want to go ham and do it yourself?
I think I can do it myself.
Okay, go nuts.
So it's like the music is just banger. It's amazing music. The graphics are just superb. The gameplay is amazing. Pop and play, I say, is perfectly fine. I don't have any. It's a little tricky to get used to, like wall jumping. That's about it. Every once in a while, when I haven't played it for a while, I always accidentally press the spell button and waste a spell.
Done that several times.
But yeah, okay, so pop and play, I'd give it a 10 because it doesn't bother me. It's really easy to pick up. Whoop, dang it! I better get going or I'm gonna get killed. Graphics, I'll give it a 10. Graphics are amazing for this game. The music's a 10 because, oh my god, the music is just amazing to me. I just love it. Yeah, gameplay 10.
Wow.
Oh, and I just died. Oop, I give it a 10 all around the board, so it's a 5 for me. But
Perfect game.
it is. It's amazing. It's like one that I could just play anytime and just have a ton of fun with it.
I get that. I get games like that for sure.
It would be really perfect for people that people I watch sometimes. They have these the streamers that just play a bunch of really short NES games.
Yes.
That they really enjoyed. This would be kind of like that. It would go in that category. It's really short. It's really fun. It's entertaining to watch. Really good music. Just beautiful graphics. Just so fun to watch and so fun to play. And it's so short. It can go in one of those streams where you can just stream a bunch of games with it, and it could be one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So just really easy to play, just at any time. Not doing too good because I'm talking, but
that's okay. I was really impressed reading up on this week. I had mentioned on Friday. Okay, I played this game out for Free Play Fridays, and yeah, I am not that good at this game.
I'm just giving you crap on that.
No, I know that. I beat this game a couple times, but I'm still not that good at this game. It's true, but I'm trying to do really special things, like, for one, take no damage while you're fighting a boss. It's really hard. I'm trying to play the magic character without using magic. You know, I mean, I'm doing really stupid crap to get done.
Now, are you trying to do the badge? Are these for the badge?
Yes. It's for the badge, yes.
Yeah.
Cosmic, have you considered badging this?
I have. I've been trying some things.
Okay.
I got pretty good.
It is an insane set. That's why there's only 3 or 4 people that have badged it altogether, because it's just
I got pretty good at a few bosses. Just I can get no hits off of them, and I think I could actually perfect this entire game and go through it without getting hitless.
Hitless is crazy.
If I practice enough.
Yeah, this is. Well, I like what you were saying before, Slippy, when you were talking about the game.
Oh, go on.
What?
You just liked anything I was saying. I was saying go on.
That too. But bless you. If the thing is, like you had said with the arcade version, the thing is, this game is pretty much an identical port to the arcade version minus the co-op play. And I made a comment on Friday before I did some real studying on this game about how it feels like a quarter muncher. It feels like a game that you would sit there and...
No, I think you can perfect this.
Well, hold on a second. Let's let him finish. Hold on.
Any arcade game, it was made to just be brutal. But if you master it, of course, you're not going to be putting in that many quarters. But it felt like a quarter muncher to me in the sense of the difficulty, and I appreciated that. But at the same time, it was a little frustrating sometimes when I would get hit, and I'm like, I don't think I should have got hit there.
I would like to present an opportunity to you gentlemen.
Oh.
Okay.
I think this Free Play Friday, what about doing a 2-player RetroArch net play of
I have this
game?
I have the Capcom arcade collection on Steam, and I can just invite anybody because it's
right.
remote play together. But it's the
How would
arcade
you guys
version.
feel?
The arcade version isn't much different. I mean, it's a lot different, but it's I don't know. It's kind of the same and kind of different. You'd have to see it.
It's not much different. It's a lot different. But it's the
weird.
Same different. It's different.
I have to play them back to back to know the differences.
It does
haven't
not.
actually.
This port does not have 2-player, only the
No.
arcade version.
So
but the arcade version of this, I'm impressed with how little difference there is between the two.
Well, it's a challenge I present to you guys, not so much as a challenge, but as an opportunity to be able to say, well, yeah, we are losing a lot of quarters, or no, but because, yeah, that is, I mean, arcade games generally were made to be exceptionally difficult, but this
to be that way. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's built. It definitely feels like it was built to be that way.
However, there is the reality of
Oh, I just love
I'm
to play
better
co-op
at.
with Foxy on another
Sure.
game. We haven't done that for a while.
But also, there's the reality of some games we get naturally better at, and so it's like, no, this game doesn't feel like a quarter muncher, and someone else is like, I spent all my lunch money for the whole week on that game, and you're like, really? Because I'm still on my first ball, and I've seen the bonus stage 4 times. You've played it how many times now? Because it's actually
Yeah, what kind
paused.
of shithhead would brag about that?
What's going on?
No, I'm talking about his crew pinball, which is a good point, you know? Like, I was on my third playthrough, he was still on his first, you know? So it's like maybe some games, you know, you find are quarter munchers for person A, but not for person B. So that's all I was saying, was you're both right in a way. But I digress. Right. We do have a few things to read.
Yep.
Baron Metz said, Chiki Chik Boys on the Genesis. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I says I watched Cosmic and Foxy play it in the past, and the graphics and everything, they're good. The music is good. The gameplay is fun. Playing it myself, though, the jumping takes you farther than I expect, more quickly than I expect. I found myself bumping and jumping into enemies quite a lot. Possibly the hitbox for your character is a bit larger than your character maybe you would expect. It's a little hard to judge. Anyway, it's a matter of getting used to it. I definitely like to invest more time in this, and I would like to give it 4.5 out of 5. Now, Knocker comes back, though, and he says, would you like to read Knockers, or would you like me to?
I can read Knockers.
All right, do a voice for him now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What's Knocker sound like?
Okay, let's see, Knocker. Don't give me this game. No.
Perfect.
Still giving this game a 3.5 out of 5. It's decent and all for an arcade port, but it seems like it's not rebalanced well enough for the home consoles, and the bosses take a ton of hits to kill. Money grinding sucks, especially when it's limited, and the game gives no lives, instead giving continues, which you can hold one at a time. You buy in between levels. The more I play it, the more I'm not super huge into it. It's decent, but can still be recommended casually.
It's so good, though. But that's just me. I love this game.
I see what he means, though. Like the grinding, like if you want to sit and grind,
well,
you can't.
If you guys watch a speedrunner, I think you would understand it a little better.
Yeah, speedrunning is fine, but speedrunners don't go for every item and everything in the game.
Yeah, but
the game doesn't give you the opportunity to buy every item in the game in one run.
But they do make it through deathless.
What? Hold on, though. Hold on. That specifically is replayability, though, right? Also, real quick note. On this level, tell me those are not Akira Toriyama designed dudes flying. Like, whoever made this game was like, so Akira Toriyama had this in Shonen Jump in, and we're gonna just totally take this from him. And those guys are those purple and red dudes are 10,000%, right? Am I wrong? Like, this angel looks like the angel from a game we've played, which was Akira Toriyama's, the Devil Boy game, where you look like Trunks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I already forgot the name.
Yeah, well, this ain't Ackman. Yeah, Ackman.
Go-Go Ackman, yes.
Yeah, Go-Go Ackman, that's right. And so, like, this angel looks just like the lead enemy in the game, the angel, which I just want to point out. I think it's interesting that they chose to make it look exactly like those. But, go ahead. So, go ahead.
No, I understand from a speedrunner's side, like, sense, that's, that's fine. You don't need to have every single item in the game. But there's some people that do like to play games and be able to afford everything and collect everything. The thing
I'm just saying you might gain a little bit more appreciation for the game if you watch a speedrunner, because it's interesting to watch a speedrunner do this game, because they do make it through deathless, which is pretty amazing, in my opinion. I just think it's neat.
It's great to see that. Yeah, I'm just pointing out one aspect of it, really, and it's just one bummer I had with it was the fact that you can't grind out money. The game has a limit to what you can earn per level. And if you die, when you die, you lose half your money, which can be really tough when you're at higher levels and you need to buy certain upgrades or whatever. But
it's forcing you to replay the game, as opposed to letting you max everything out.
But what do you mean by replay the game?
Well, if you can't buy. I don't know all the items, so let's say items are labeled 1 through 7. You can buy 1, 2, and 5 in this playthrough, but next playthrough you could only afford to buy 1, 3, and 7, and then 2, 4, 6.
But you don't go from one game to the next. You have to start. You start brand new.
Correct.
You fresh each time.
Right.
You can't go one playthrough gathering every single item in the game.
Correct. No. You can't completionist it. So
yeah.
It's instead of giving you the ability to completionist, it forces you to try different play styles by buying different items.
That's true.
But you're simply saying it does not give me a completionist option, which for a game where you cannot afford to buy everything, the ability to have everything and see how that would look on a completionist mindset would be really cool.
It would be.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I cannot disagree with you. I think anything that has a big replayability factor is really cool to have a completionist ability for it, to where you can be like, no, I got everything in one playthrough. This is my super character, so to speak.
I feel like a better system they could have put in instead is make it so like everything is worth 1 gold per afterwards. You know what I mean? Instead of like, you could farm your 10s and your 50s and so on, but instead of it going away after a while, you can, everything that you fight just turns into 1 instead.
I think with what you're saying, I can't disagree with you. I can't so much agree with you, because what I think you're saying is you would like it just to be different. And I understand. And I think the simple solution that somebody could probably implement even is your name as a save file. And if they would have just made it to your name being a save file, and when you put in a different name, you start a new game, so to speak, that would fulfill what you're looking for. But the fact is, it doesn't exist as of right now. And so you're saying you're going to take away points because you feel like as a console game, this could have been added to make it really big, since all they did really was take away 2-player.
Yeah, I understand why they made it so you can't farm, because it is an arcade game. Mm-hmm. In arcade games, you can't have them sitting there forever on the console without, pumping in quarters or whatever.
Sure.
You just can't.
Sure.
So I understand them doing that with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not knocking the game for being an arcade style game. I'm just saying it's something that it's interesting, the fact that you give a lot of options. I mean, it's cool that there are a lot of options, but you can't max out all your options. And that's the whole completionist side. I understand on the speedrunning side, it's great. It's great to see that, but like as a completionist, it's hard to let things go or let things kind of,
because that's your style of play, like you just said, as a completionist, right? Where I mean, you can even look at role-playing games where speedrunners, they'll speedrun a role-playing game, or like you're playing right now Final Fantasy V and you're doing a minimalist, so you're like, you can't get anything, and so it really is going against your natural tendency, which is you're just saying you kind of wish they would have incorporated that.
Yep.
I get it.
That's all. Otherwise, I think the power-ups are great. I think the characters themselves, the characters are balanced. I think there is a balance between the physical warrior and the magical warrior when it comes to how they play, how you're supposed to play with each of them.
God, having both of them together though would be so cool.
It would be really cool to see them both together for sure.
So cool.
I can't agree more with Cosmic as far as like the backgrounds and everything. It's just a very pretty looking game, and it moves. It moves fine. It's smooth. I'm just talking all the positives now. I go from the negative to the positives, But just like the uniqueness of some of these bosses, like this bean boss that you fight. Does anyone else have a review?
RVK
We'll
does.
see.
He says,
all right.
Short, hard, good looking, good sounding, 4.5 out of 5. Just like me, minus the short.
Wow.
I like that.
Well.
I like it.
For me, I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I did play of it. I'm looking at this outside of just me trying to do retro achievements. I'm not counting that at all, because what they put on there for doing those sets are absolute bull.
It's also, but that is also your experience with the game.
It has been my experience with the game, yes. But I'm looking at it as the game as a whole. I think being a home port of an arcade game, it is hard for me to see that you can't sit there and farm. That's my way of playing a game.
Thanks,
but that was nice, yeah.
I mistapped the coins, accidentally jumped into the...
That's okay.
You smoked that dude, though.
Oh, wow. I'm getting a lot of coins, though. I got my double sword already, double upgrade.
It's almost like you could buy everything.
But you can't.
I know, I literally just said that to mess with you. Although, when you really look at it, what are the items? Upgrade your sword, upgrade your magic, and get more lives?
Upgrade your shield, yeah. Upgrade your armor.
So, can you get the 3 core items in a single playthrough?
You can't upgrade your shield and your... I mean, maybe later on you can. From my experience, though, I was not able to.
Okay, alright.
So...
Alright, okay. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, okay.
It does suck that, losing a life or whatever. Right now, Cosmic's playing on normal mode. I think, normal mode, it's a fine ROM to go through. Hard mode, which is like setting the arcades to, difficult or whatever. The hard mode, oh my god, you die within 2 to 3 hits. It's crazy. And I think that's the other thing. I mean, I like the difficulty, but at the same time, it's a little much.
Is there a hard mode?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Oh, there is. I don't think I've ever... I might have tried it. I don't know if I have, though. Yeah, I think I have. It's been a while.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's a fine Genesis game. Sounds good, plays well. I wish you were a little smaller. No biggie.
That's what Baron said.
I wish you can grind a little bit. No biggie. I mean, I still beat the game, several times. It's okay. It just little things I kind of hoped when you see a game with a bunch of options to buy that you can actually buy everything. Well, here's the thing. Even if I'm good enough, if I don't spend on health and stuff in between levels, I think you should be rewarded with being able to buy everything. I think that would be a really cool incentive for it to get yourself really good at the game. And maybe it is. Maybe it's there. I've never been able to play test that part myself. But overall, I think it's a great time. I would give this a solid 4.
All right.
I think it's definitely a game that everyone should experience. Give a go.
This is actually turned to my favorite Genesis game.
Nice.
What was your favorite before this?
Let me think for a second. I think it was Cool Spot.
So not a hard one to beat necessarily.
That's a big leap right there.
Retro memory. I'm gonna share a retro memory I shared just the other day, and then I'll let you guys share a retro memory to get his money worth. So the other day I shared this on the Discord, !Discord. And what it was when Halo 2 came out, Grace and I were in church at the time, and we had a big youth group of people, and so what we did was we got 16 of us. We all took off of work, And we took off for 2 weeks. We had 16 televisions, 16 Xboxes, like 2 or 3 switches, and a whole lot of cables. And we networked everything together. And for 2 weeks, we played through the campaign and played co-op nonstop, like and PvP nonstop. We had like little separate sections set up for teams of 4 or 8 talk to each other without the other team overhearing, and it was probably one of the best video game experiences of my life, with some of the best people in my life at that time.
Cool.
And so Halo 2, and yeah, I hadn't thought of that for probably 15, 16, 18 years, and then Baron dropped that, and it just came flooding back, and I reached out to my friend that was my primary friend, best friend at the time, and I was like, bro, do you remember this? And he was like, oh my god, I can't, thank you for sharing that. I can't remember, I can't, like I hadn't thought of that in so long, and so it was really nice. It was a nice thought. So that's
Awesome.
mine. To you guys.
Awesome. Halo 2. Man. I shared a retro memory on Friday. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Well, he thinks, Cosmic, do you have one that you would like to share? Technically, aren't all memories retro, since you don't have any future memories?
I mean, I guess. We usually relate it to video games, so I guess it would be like a retro gaming memory in a way.
Okay.
I gave a retro memory the other day on Friday.
So your redemption is just getting you recaps.
Recaps.
I guess I could think of another one. Well, I
got one.
Okay, tell that one all the time. The one I just thought of, I tell all the time, though. You all know about it. I got Castlevania for Easter when I was a kid. It was my first NES game that I ever owned. But we never owned. But they didn't get us the NES, so we couldn't play it until next year. They got us the NES for the next Easter.
A year later, yeah.
Yeah, a year later.
You got a free one in your redemption. You got a bonus from RVK. My retro memory is when I became the year 1 Challengers Arena champion, and Knocker was still playing Cool World all day, minding his own business.
That was
this guy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I can't remember how to fight this guy.
It's pretty
If
ironic,
you come
right?
down
That
and you slash at him, he'll come down. Yep.
You got a game about Satan and Dracula. Right now, you're fighting Flasher Inspector Gadget. It looks.
Yeah, we
like.
talked about this guy. It's Inspector Flasher or something.
Yeah,
or
it's
something like that.
Yeah, Secret Squirrel Inspector Gadget.
Dracula Gadgets.
So, that's pretty good. You got a game about Dracula and Satan for Easter.
Oh man,
now before you go on, Foxy, I have to correct Knocker in this. He will always be the year 1 champion.
Year 2 champion.
No. RVK will always be the year 1 champion, and even if you scrape his name off the cup, I'll reprint it onto it when you send it back.
Wow.
Okay, so what's your memory, Foxy?
Ah, man. The first time I ever played the Game Boy Advance SP. The reason why, the commodity of having a backup light in a handheld console.
A backlit display.
The backlit display.
Okay.
Up till then, oh my god, Game Boy and everything, it was like, I wanted to play Pokemon in the morning because there was some morning stuff to do. And I couldn't play it really well in the morning because I was waiting for the sunlight to come out. But I was waiting for my bus, and it was the worst feeling ever to kind of not be able to play outside or play waiting for the bus ride. And then you try to play on the bus itself, and you'd be like, please, bus, turn to the sun, turn to the sun.
Is that because, like everybody else, you did not have a Game Gear?
Yeah, no, none of us had a Game Gear.
Nobody had a Game Gear.
Not around here. You go to the store and look at the display to see what a Game Gear was. Other than that, no.
I had a Nomad before I had a Game Gear.
I remember seeing the Nomad all the time when it was first announced, and they always advertised Comic Zone on the Nomad. That was like their big selling point for the Nomad was Comic Zone. Look how good
Comic
this looks
Zone,
on handheld.
That was the first Dark Souls game ever made.
What is the Nomad?
It is a
Genesis.
handheld. It's a handheld Sega Genesis.
Oh, interesting.
Instead of yeah,
uses 84 AA batteries. If you
uses a lot.
Yeah, if you use the power pack, your house lights dim. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
The only sad part about it is there's no reset button, so you can't play X-Men.
Yes. Is that one
X-Men
or
requires
two?
you to one.
X-Men 1.
X-Men 1 required you to use the reset button, and you can't.
I'm gonna give another retro memory because you mentioned that. When I was a child, I didn't have many games, but for my birthday one year, I got a Genesis, and I got X-Men 1, and I got to the level, reset the system. You have to reset the system. And I was standing in that room going, I don't know what to do. And the time ran out, and I lost, and I got back there, and I would get there 7-8 times, maybe 20 times, and lose, never figuring out what to do, until one day it just dawned on me, and I was like, what if they're speaking in, like, and I didn't know what the term meta meant, so,
yeah,
it was that term,
real,
but not
basically.
in the time. So it was like, what if they're speaking in the meta and they mean turn off, reset the system? And I pushed reset, and everything stopped flashing, and I was like, that just blew away my mind more than any video game I have ever played to this point, because now I don't even understand how power works anymore.
I still don't understand how that works in the first place. So
it's incredible, just incredible. Yeah, and that's something that's always blown me away, is that just destroyed everything I understood about life.
Yeah, good question. Do we have any other reviews for this game?
Mm-hmm.
And where are we sitting right now?
I am gonna give a review.
All right, go for it.
Which is gonna be hopefully short, simple, and sweet. I think it looks amazing. It very much is an arcade game. It sounds great. Yep. It's very easy to pick up and play. It's a challenging game, but it's very colorful, very fun. Now, what I normally see people say, oh man, these games, they're, like, if you want, like, hopping games, you gotta go to the Super Nintendo. And I've always disagreed with that. And I think this is the perfect example why. Among a lineage of other games on the Genesis, and I think it's very easy to pick up and play, and it's very fun. I'm going to give it a 4.5. It loses out for me on... Now, most every game I've ever played has been one-player games. I don't understand why they can't have two-player in this when you are essentially just a color swap, so it's not like it's using more memory. But you know what? Being that that's my only thing, I'm giving this game a 4.7, and currently we're sitting at 4.43.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Does anyone else have a review for this one? Chillstream, welcome. He's been playing Fallout 4. You guys check him out. Super chill streams.
Hello, Chillstream.
Very nice man. First time I've ever seen him. There he is.
Oh, no. I'm gonna die.
Either he's in a hotel room or his house looks like a hotel room. So... Understood. No problem. No problem. You can still have your game on the wheel, which you already have, I believe. But but if not, you can add a game. Let's take a look at the wheel. Cosmic, thank you for playing. You can feel free to hang out with us. You don't have to go if you don't want to.
Are we done?
We're done.
Yeah, we are done with the review. Yes.
Oh, I'm on the last level.
Oh, then go ahead and play it, man.
We can watch the last level.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about what we do while you play it. Feel free to commentate on your level as needed. But we have a wheel, like many things, and we have everyone's games for the Reviewers Roundtable. If you gave a review, you get an extra piece of the pie. If you did not give a review, your game is still eligible. It just does not grow this week. I will give you the games we have. Metal Slug First Mission from Saiyan. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon yada 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 from Mew Mew. Rygar from Ken. Mischief Makers from Foxy. Capybara Quest from myself. Panic Restaurant from Knocker. Sega Sonic da 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 from Baron. Demon of Astaborg from RVK. Tailgater from Cosmic is his game for this week. Legendary Wings from Kate Filth, or Cat Filth as I've been told. Added on for this week exclusively if you use the 450 point redemption for a wheel space. Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Advance from Zakaro. And the game I hope wins, Disney's Lilo and Stitch from RVK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a variety there.
A big variety. And this game is going to slot in at a 4.43.
Nice.
Very good score.
And he's at the second to final part of the game.
There's a secret right here.
Yep, he's going to try to reveal a secret to you guys.
If I don't kill the boss too quick.
If you keep seeing he's hitting the top of the crystal ball area right by the throne.
I got the key.
You got the key? Oh, there you go. Yep. Now he's going to get the secret ending. Well, actually, he has one more item he has to get the secret ending.
Oh, I do?
Yep, in the next area. There's another item.
Hey, health. Nice. I didn't know that was there.
Big old clown that he's fighting right now, guys.
So what's the other secret thing I need to get?
In this next area, I think it's one of the orbs, the twin orbs or whatever they are.
Somebody... Go ahead.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
It's hanging out on the left side somewhere. I'm trying to remember. You'll see when you get to this next part.
Okay.
Super Chill Stream. Somebody added Joe and Mac to the Challengers Arena wheel today, which is funny. I'm hydrating right now. Of this, I assure you.
Yeah, Super Chill Stream. I was watching you play that the other day, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm putting that on the high score challenge. So yeah, I put that on there because of you.
Nice. I was watching him play. I've been lurking on him playing Fallout 4.
Nice.
I like the blue Pip-Boy. I actually bought the special edition Fallout 4, and I have the Pip-Boy that you can put on your arm and put your cell phone in, and you download the app, and it turns your cell phone into the Pip-Boy that goes with the game. So,
that's so cool.
If you're playing the game, you can use the real-life Pip-Boy on your arm with your cell phone, and it tells you all the in-game stuff, and you can click on the items to use them and stuff. It's just like having the menu and everything right there on your arm. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when I bought the game, you better believe my first playthrough, I had the real-life Pip-Boy on my arm, and my friends joked me about it for a long time.
All right, he made it. He's at the final area.
Nice.
Yep, I've just about got this game beat, guys.
Nice. Poker chips.
And I'm sure I've got a couple continues, but this last part's pretty easy. I should be able to do it.
Get your eyes ready, guys. It's gonna be a lot of flashing.
If anybody has any epileptic problems, then please look away.
And you shouldn't play retro games.
I mean, you know,
that's what I've been telling people all over the place. If you've got epileptic problems, people have that all the time in old games. You know what? Then you shouldn't be playing retro games. Play games. Play
So-
more modern games that don't even bother doing that.
Where is the secret?
It's
Did I miss it?
It's somewhere on the left side. No, somewhere
I
on
didn't
the
miss
left.
it.
I don't think you missed it yet.
Okay,
Are you still
let me go
fighting him?
look for it.
This
Yeah,
is what
I just-
happened to Kid Clown when he came to America. He became Fat Clown.
It's around there somewhere. You swing away. I'm trying to think exactly where it is.
That's really cool, Wolfie. I have Gracie bought me BioShock 2's limited edition that
There it
came
is,
with a bunch
right?
of
You got-
posters
Nope.
and
no.
a record of the soundtrack.
It's on the left side. Oh, there.
Grace and I are
Oh,
big record buyers.
You get it after beating the boss.
Oh, I remember getting it before that.
So that
maybe
was really cool.
maybe you had to do it something else for it. I don't know. I thought you did it before. Nice.
We
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Sorry if I cut Slippy off.
Not
you're
at all,
fine.
not at all.
Okay.
GG's to Cosmic for
Good
beating the
job,
game.
man. And Cosmic is a streamer. Let's give him a shit out.
I'm taking a big long break though.
He's taking
There's
a break.
the epileptic park for you guys. Woo!
Look at that
Flashing lights.
pretty flashing.
No, I covered it with your shout out. Vic Buchanan is screaming about some dead person.
Oh, that's the one I thought I deleted that. I thought I deleted that one.
No one's there.
You must defeat Shenlong to stand a chance.
That's the one where I shoot him in the head.
Well, he was just standing there talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cosm. You will never be forgotten. Something like that. I remember that with Mame in this part. You know, you'll never be forgotten.
Never give up. Never surrender.
As long as this kingdom exists.
Super short game, it's pretty easy
That
just
was
to
really
play
good.
through, and it's really fun.
You did
Unless
great.
you play hard mode. If you play hard mode, prepare for pain.
You did really good.
Wow. Wow, Knocker.
Uncalled for, bro.
Knocker is an asshole.
Oh, wow. I never hit enter to put the game in. I'm sorry, everybody. I forgot.
What?
In the Discord, I never hit enter to load the game in. Chiki Boys, Capcom,
Oh, you're fine.
1993. The game came out in 1992. Game over, everybody. Great job, man. Great job. I am going to turn off your screen and turn on the wheel. Thank you
Sounds
so
good.
much. You don't have to go if you don't want to. You can hang with us because you're you. That being said, it is wheel time. This is everybody's selections. If anybody wants to add, change,
And a train.
Where's my
see
train?
the train a coming.
Yeah.
Coming round the bend.
That's something you'll hear every time you come to my stream.
Since I don't know when. So we are going to do, behind the scenes, we do the Foxy Shuffle, as you saw in the trailer that I played. So we're going to do 3 Foxy Shuffles, then we are going to spin this bad boy. So we are going to shuffle, 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 and spin. Let's
That was
see.
our biggest piece on the wheel, and now it's gone. So
Yep.
Yep. It's a good one though. I really thought that that'd be a good one to have on review.
Hey, we are going over to Mischief Makers.
Do you have a link for a ROM for this?
I can provide the one that I had. Yes.
All right. He is going to put the link inside of the Games on Scanline credits and continues thread for everybody. I am
Just a
going
moment.
to delete his selection here. Gone. Saved. And I am going to post about it. There's a lot of behind the scenes. We are going to go over the monthly melee with everybody before you all get going. Just so you know what you can get extra points in. Hopefully you'll stick around with us. I see you saying goodnight. But don't go just yet. Don't go chasing those waterfalls. We are not quite done.
If you
What's
want to
your
see a
game?
little bit of what Mischief Makers looks like,
Yeah.
I've got it over on my screen.
Okay,
So.
let me pop that up for you. Sorry, I forgot about that. Mischief Makers.
Yeah, we watched Foxy badge this one.
Yeah! And now you guys can play it yourself. While that's going on, I'm putting in the game. Oh, come on.
Okay. In the credits it continues thread, I have put what the two games are and how you can get them by clicking a simple link. Very good, very good. Mischief Makers!
Yep. You guys can see a little bit of what this game is like.
Nice.
What?
Knocker says this is on his console challenge list. What is the
Yes.
console challenge?
The console challenge is something that OWA's put together. Oops. I was going to go to a new game. That's okay, though. OWA's put together for us as a challenge for the whole year to play a game per console that we haven't beaten before. And this was his game, actually. So, yeah. You're going to see some of this game, how it's played. Let's see if I can skip ahead. No, you can't skip ahead right now. I just wanted to show you what it looked like a little bit. But yeah, you play as a robot character named Marina. This is a game made by Treasure, which you guys are already familiar with Treasure, so...
Their name is perfect for their company.
They are. Yep, there's some dialogue to it, but yeah, it's a platformer for you to play. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll show you guys what it's like. You can pick up characters and toss them if you want.
I personally feel that anything made by Treasure is going to be a good game.
And one thing that's pretty famous for it, you could shake enemies, or shake. These are even allies, actually.
I like how she said shake, shake.
Yeah, there's different things you can do. Yeah, it's kind of a little thing. You get a little bit of a boost up or a little boost down, depending on which way you go on the C button. But yeah, that's what this game's all about. I'm not gonna teach you anymore. You're gonna figure it out yourself.
And there you have it.
There you have it.
Foxy, not gonna help you out. He's telling you to figure it out. Because he ain't having it.
Yeah.
That's it, everybody.
Yep, I think we're done for today.
That's
Have
it.
a good time with Mischief Makers this week.
That is it. Now, we're going to kick you over to... We normally kick you over to a friend of some sort. Or to, sometimes a new channel that's a retro channel or something of that aspect. I found a new channel that I thought was absolutely phenomenal. And I wanted to share it with all of you. So we are going to raid them. And what are they
Hi,
perfect
Nestor.
for?
Welcome in.
They're perfect for when you just want something in the background and you don't want anything else going along with it. So with that, we're going to raid background gaming, RPGs, and Cosmic, would you like to say anything before we go?
Just another one bites the dust.
Ah.
I don't know.
There you go.
Another one gone, and another one gone.
Another Sunday done.
Yes. We want to know in the Discord how you guys felt about this. Was an hour earlier for us. We have the poll for what time we should start because we know that, it's not just me and Foxy here in the East and Middle Coast. It's everybody all over the world, and we want to be the best time slot for all of you because this is about the community. And, Foxy and I are pretty open on Sundays.
Yep. Our Sundays are pretty open every week, so...
Yeah.
This was my initial... the only day I had open, so Yep.
So check out everybody We are going to we're gonna go ahead and raid them, and with that, oh wait, I did a shout out. I didn't mean to do a shout out. I meant to do /raid. I don't know who that guy is, but anyway, we're gonna raid them.
Sounds
Foxy,
good.
Have a great day, Foxy. Have a great
Yeah.
week.
Have a good week. Have a good week, Cosmic.
Yep.
You guys
Have a good week, everybody.
have a wonderful time with whatever you guys play.
And as a quick recap, since we are a community channel, I'll be streaming on my channel tomorrow and most likely Tuesday in the Eastern mornings. Foxy streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday around 5
afternoon.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Cosmic will be back in the fall. D Wolfie streams every day. Owazrim streams. He's part of Scanline Heroes, and he streams on his own Cat Filth streams. He was our winner last week. And Nestor, who has been popping in, he also streams. So say hello to him also. And with that, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you, Cosmic.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Slippy, for yet again setting everything up and making it look all good. So, oh yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
All right.